Alright, what's going on, dudes? So this is a kind of two different ideas in one, basically from a commenter, but also from someone I faced in ranked not that long ago. What my ranked player was doing was using the Sneakling Annex and that enchantment, was it Cavern, like Corpses of the Lost, and it was really frustrating to play against, and it was quite good. At least it felt like it was pretty good. But then also the commenter said that Corroding Dragonstorm was like a sort of life gain, life drain idea that you could do with Sneakling and Annex and stuff like that. And it's a pretty good combo with Fell as well if you get the ultimate down. So this is like an attempt to kind of merge those two different ideas. I'm not using Corpses of the Lost. I do have Thrumming Hivepools in the sideboard, and I think... So here's the thing, I want to go over the main deck, but you got to understand that there's so many different ways that you can go about this because of what Changelings are. Changelings have all creature types, right? So the base idea is that you have all these Changelings in your deck that can activate the Dragonstorm by being a Dragon subtype, and they can also activate the Annex by being a Demon subtype. And they can also activate these other things that we have, like this Fairy Fencing. This is a Dragon subtype. This requires a Fairy subtype. And then Ego Drain is like a better duress that requires you to have a fairy on board. So we only have one of these because it's a fairy that you control. So that means it has to be on the board, not just in your hand. So that's why, you know, usually I would run like 2 duress and something like this. But this is kind of just like a one of card because it's like it kind of has a hard requirement. You really don't want to be exiling your own stuff. Dispelling Exhale is another one that requires a dragon. And then we also have dragons as like a board sweep slash mid-range creature card. Keep in mind, this explorer, this mutable explorer, this land that you get, it's not just that you're ramping up with it, but it's also going to be a 2/2 and has all creature types. And the other land that we have that has all creature types is the Soulstone Sanctuary as a one of. So you can kind of see like the base idea. You know, you have like these really powerful effects like Exhale, like Annex. Dragonstorm is pretty good, and then, you know, this is a really good removal spell as well. I think Requiting Hex might be still better oftentimes, but something that, you know, Shroom mentioned, and I think this is correct, is that because so many people are running Requiting Hex, you know, this is like... I think more people are going to run like 3 mana up creatures. So that is a possibility, and Caustic Exco can deal with quite a few 3 mana creatures, or 3 toughness creatures that are 3 mana, you know, that are safe from Requiting Hex. I'm also running, as far as removal goes, just to wrap up removal, Bitter Triumph and Strategic Betrayal, just Planeswalker and Graveyard Hate. I think we're able to sweep the board like a decent amount. You could maybe argue that this is correct in ranked. So, you know, I don't know. I can't, you know, I think I cut myself off with this idea, but there's a lot of different ways you can go with this. I will go over the sideboard, but the main thing I want to bring up here is this. I was running this Thrumming Hivepool. Let me move this over to 3. So I think Hivepool in the main deck, and I don't know if you would really sideboard out Dragonstorm, right? It is really good. You know, being able to Surveil, they lose 2 life, you gain 2 life, and you're constantly bouncing it with Sneakling, which, by the way, Sneakling is like a fascinating card. Like, just having Flash and Changeling. It could be a 1/1 and it would still be good, but it's also a 2/2, which is honestly fair. It's extremely good. I feel like this is actually the main reason I wanted to play this, believe it or not. It's not even the rest of the Changelings and the Hivepools and the Annex. It's really this guy. I just really like Flash creatures a lot, and him just being able to synergize with so many different effects. I was using the other Sneakling that's like that fetches a land, and that is a good card, and that might even be better, you know, with Hivepool, because then you have a creature on the board always. With like Double Strike, but Core is honestly really good just because it's an off-board card. I don't know. I still don't know the term for this, by the way. I call it off-board. Does that make sense? It's just something that can't get board swept by like creature sweepers. It's a ramp piece as well, so it's gonna like double. It's basically giving you 2 mana to cast Hivepool because it has the Changeling, you know, sliver effect for this thing, affinity for slivers. So that basically effectively makes this thing, with just Furdok Core alone, 4 mana. So you can cast Furdok Core, and then on to turn 4, you can cast Hivepool. I think this is the list that I would run with. I started out with the Dragonstorms because that is the majority of the games that I was playing, and it does synergize well. But I think this is what I would personally go with. And I think one of the main reasons this Thrumming Hivepool is better is that it's going to actually win you the game, and it's not something you need to continually recast. The earliest it can come out is turn 4, but even on like a turn 5, it could potentially cost like 3 mana or something like that, just because of these other changelings. It's just Corroding Dragonstorm, it just isn't strong enough overall. If you got like Fell's ultimate, then yeah, probably it is just really strong, but I think a lot of the times you need to be able to interact with the board, and that was something I was having trouble with. Is even though Corroding Dragonstorm is cool, it's very non-interactive, and it doesn't really matter how much life you have and how much life they have at the end of the day if they can still play the game and they're not dead. So Thrumming Hivepool just gives you more options because you can still use them as blockers, and you can protect your Delian Fell, protect your face. And you know, they're going to continually build up over time, and you're going to actually be able to win the game off of them if the Thrumming Hivepool isn't dealt with. But yeah, we have, you know, just kind of mostly like safe lands that cost life. The reason I was doing all these life lands was because of Corroding Dragonstorm. You know, maybe you want to add a few more Verges since we don't have quite as much life gain, but I think this is just a safer way to go. We really cannot miss any of our like up to turn 3. I mean, really, we never want to miss any sort of land, so I'm just playing it super safe. And then we have Cavern of the Souls, and this is just going to help. We put this on Dragon, basically, so that way our Regent is affected, and then all of our Changelings will be affected as well and be safe from counterspells. We have a Hamlet to turn off, mostly just bossing save, but really anything. We're not running any creature lands other than Soulstone Sanctuary, and even then, that's a one-of. So if we feel like we need to turn that off, we can still turn it off against like Mono Black Control or Mono Black mid-range. And then we have 3 starting towns. Like I said, we really want to make sure we don't miss a turn in the early game, so this is going to help us do that, and make sure we can always get like a Sneakling and an Annex down. And sideboard, we have 1 Annul, we have Intimidation Tactics, because I think that is just a really, really good card to run at the moment. Just being able to deal with like Cavero, Deceit, Badger, whole bunch of artifacts like Tablet, Loot. We got 1 Flash Freeze. Just keep in mind, you can still board this in against Jeskai, because this can get rid of the Tablet or the Loot or the Jeskai Revelation, Lightning Helix. There's a lot of red spells that are multicolor, so this is still very good against all those kind of decks as well. So I moved the Corroding Dragonstorms to the sideboard. I think that if we're going to go the Thrumming Hivepool route, you should probably get rid of these and maybe add in really whatever you want. I mean, I think I would add in more like hand interaction. So I've added another Intimidation Tactics, a Binding Negotiation, because I want to be able to disrupt like the Paradigm cards if they do get cast. And I added a Tidebinder as well, just to turn something off and also add pressure onto the board. It has Flash. It's a 3/2. I just like this card. I think it's really cool. And then something I already had on the board is Shoot the Sheriff. So I said earlier in another video that I like Bitter Triumph more than Shoot the Sheriff, but Shoot the Sheriff is still a really good disruption, not disruption, a good removal piece. You just don't want to mainboard it in ranked. You know, you see these in tournament decks a lot because, you know, they actually have a pretty good, solid idea of what they're going up against, and oftentimes that may not involve outlaw creatures. But in ranked, you never really know what you're going up against. So I prefer this in the sideboard just to board it in against like probably green. Something that I was struggling with was not having enough removal like this that can just fully kill something, because our Caustic Exiles can't really get the job done oftentimes alone. Heritage Reclamation, even though we do have our Changeling to destroy artifacts and enchantments, this is a turn 2 do that at instant speed. And that's pretty important when you're going up against something like Tablet or even like a Furdok Core, Annex. Cornucopia might even be a good target. The extra additional ability to just exile something from the graveyard against graveyards is still good, so just really flexible. I love this card. Paw Patch Formation, kind of similar deal. A little bit better against Unholy Annex because we can target the 6/6 Demon Flying guy. So that's pretty relevant there, and then it's also relevant against like a lot of Angel decks. You know, they have a lot of flyers, so just being able to fully kill a flyer no matter how strong it is pretty important, I think, for our deck. Tidebinder went over. Rouse are kind of interesting. If the game is going a little bit slower, I think you could just board in the Rouse and just recur stuff like Changeling, this Chomping Changeling. You know, recur all these guys. I don't think recurring this guy is particularly strong, but maybe the Sneakling is good just to make sure that you can You know, just anything to constantly be able to keep Annex ticking away at their life, and any sort of additional piece once Thrumming Hivepool is already down is just going to be good. The Surveil is just a decent way to find card selection, but I think the main reason we would really run this, and I think it's probably better off against something like Jeskai, we really want to make sure that their hand size is always getting diminished. So even if you're like coming in with Ral at loyalty 3, right? If you instantly -1, and then if they don't kill it, you get to do it again, you might even be able to, you know, discard 3 cards for 1 card. That is really good. I think being able to just disrupt their hand is like the main thing you want to do against Jeskai. That's also why Ancient Vendetta is here, because can I scroll down anymore? Is this done button going to block me? Okay, there we go. So, indie game, you know, they can't fix bugs like that yet. Anyway, Ancient Vendetta is another way we hate out Jeskai. We can just target Jeskai Revelation, get it out of the game. There's a bunch of other decks that we could probably target. And then Aetherize is mostly against, like, earthbending decks. So if they have like a whole bunch of like Badger earthbent lands out, or they have that enchantment with all the earthbent lands out, we can just get all those lands back into their hand, really slow down their tempo, and by the time they get all their stuff back in, our high pools hopefully will have kicked in. We already have tokens to be able to protect us from all of their earthbent lands. So, final thoughts. Well, I've kind of given you a lot of my final thoughts throughout just kind of the describing this list. It's very, you know, I am a little bit, I kind of went all over the place on this one. Like, I know kind of a last minute change with Thrumming Hivepool is a bit weird, like in a deck list, but I just genuinely think it's better. And I think it's more my style, you know. Corroding Dragonstorm is really cool. And maybe I'm not as well optimized for it as I should have been, but I just think this makes more sense. It just felt better to play. Granted, I didn't play it that much. It's just, Corroding Dragonstorm just felt too slow, not impactful enough. I don't like that it can constantly get countered. Either your Changeling can get countered if you're looping it, trying to loop it back into your hand, or it can get countered. And then oftentimes, Dalian Fel, people are aware how strong he is if he gets his ultimate off. But even then, like, is it good? Like, I feel like Unholy Annex is going to be enough, oftentimes. I just think Thrumming Hivepool, it's better suited to deal with what I typically see in Ranked, which is more like creature stuff. If we just constantly cast the Corroding Dragonstorm and we can't hit face with our Sneaklings, because all of our Changelings, you know, they're not strong creatures on their own. So, if we can't constantly just attack them and stuff, I feel like Dragonstorm just ends up not being like a super great card. But anyway, enough about Dragonstorm. Overall, I think this list is pretty fun. It's not really something I would typically play. With the high pools, I definitely enjoy it more. You know, like it does feel a bit more control, late game, close it out kind of a thing. I like tokens in general as well. So and I think just buffing up our relatively weaker Changelings just makes a lot of sense. I like it quite a lot. Anyway, I'll show you guys the games, and good luck if you decide to run this. Thanks for the commenter who brought up the Corroding Dragonstorms. I'm sorry it didn't work out, man. Maybe you've got a better list, a better version than what I made. But it was a lot of fun trying it out. Alright, so I've learned not having this in your starting hand means you die. So this is a way better starting hand than the stuff I've been keeping. And let's get our town out. Don't want to ego drain. I just want to cost it. Oh, he's going slow. Okay, nice. Do we just want to get our... we'll go Survey Land. Kind of tempting. But I shouldn't. Yeah, ego drain... Like, this is kind of the issue with ego drain, is... we could just kill this dude. Whenever you cast. Yeah, we definitely need to just kill him now then. Doesn't feel great revealing my Regent, but it is what it is. Let's get the... You know, maybe Eco Draining there and with the Dragonstorm is kind of the move. We'll see if I get punished or not. I might get punished hard. But we need removal. Okay. This works. let's do that. We have a Dispelling Exhale, so I'm kind of chilling. The fact that he hasn't put anything down is huge for us, by the way. He'd probably he uses Get Lost. I think we're good on lands, but they're beefing up the Regent might be good. I think we get rid of it. We would have a really strong Exuding Toxin, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, I actually think I need to get rid of this guy. Because he could get a lot of counters on him very, very easily, and he's basically becomes unkillable. Because the only thing we have is like, okay, well actually we do have Fell. Maybe we would have been fine, but I think it was the right move. I might Ego Drain here. Well, I can't now. Well, okay, so I limited my options. That's okay though. All good.
And you might survive. I have life essence to spare.
I guess I could have kept this in hand and then Ego Drain next turn. We're fine. It's okay. It's okay. Little worried, but it's okay. So he's gonna hit my Fell. I think we might still want to use the ultimate. Okay, I think he's selecting the wrong target. Is Fell still worth? I actually... it's tough. We really want to be able to destroy... We're in no rush. We're not in a rush. He's playing slower. I think we'll be okay.
The right spell turns poison.
I would love to do this. This seems great. And we can precisely Ego Drain and Corrupt... Let's do Ego Drain first. That way we can choose what we want to surveil in and out. Okay, that's rough. End of turn, whenever one or more creatures you control just come to your player, pay mana if you do. That's pretty cool. A lot of ways to draw cards. I guess we want to make sure we can kill stuff. Not really sure what I'm supposed to select there, to be honest. Get rid of that. Three annexes is wild. Like, we kind of can't lose now, I think. Wow. I mean, you know we have a Regent. But yeah. This is where Black Sun is just so much better than Regent, but Regent's still pretty good. Yeah, I think we just kill the dude. We don't want him drawing cards. And I think we just play this. Do we hold... I think we can hold up a blocker, right? We probably don't want to, because I think this is sorcery speed. We'll be able to know if he's going to put that on Restless Fortress or not. If he does, then we just got to let him hit. Okay, well, definitely now. We have a Sneakling, but this doesn't really affect us. He's got no mana. Yeah, we can let him hit it. It's fine. Put down a cottage. Get some life. Other annex. That is really cringe that we got another one. That is just so insane. He can always kill my Changeling now, so I guess we just hit. I hate the noise this thing makes, dude. Is there any way to turn that off specifically? I wish. It is so annoying. Like, why? Why did they do that? Why is this... Why is my indie game not, like, fixing that already? Okay, so I don't even think Caustic Exhale could do anything against this guy. Okay, maybe now it can. Yeah, he's annoyed. Get rid of this Changeling. But we got a Sneakling, so... Our Sneakling's gonna just activate everything again. And get our Dragonstorm back and just kill him. That's so brutal. But yeah, this is really not... This is normally not my style, guys. This is kind of cringe. Oh, so, I don't know, I guess I'll say this in the intro, but man, I played against this deck and I had the enchant. Ooh. Okay, what do we do here? I guess the only way he wins is like summoning all his stuff back from his graveyard, right? I don't know. Wait, what am I doing? I'm sorry, man. I could just end the game right now. My bad.
This will only sting for a moment.
And we got like 42. Yikes. That is so nuts. Yeah, he didn't really stand a chance. Go first. Doable. We really are hoping for our third land, though. But I'm down. You know, I'm making the same mistake I always make, though, and that is we don't have any interaction. And that is a weakness that I keep running into. And he's probably mono white, judging by that avatar. Because, like, if we miss our land and don't get any interaction, we do kind of just lose. This hand was worth getting rid of. Because this deck is so much lower on the mana curve than what I'm used to. So anytime I see like a 3 and a 4 mana, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just... That's okay. So we'll pay life, get the Sneakling up. But yeah, you know, it's like 3 and 4 mana to me is like, oh, okay, we're low on the curve. But for this deck, it's actually like, that's the highest costing cards. We don't want to Sneakling, actually. I don't think. Not yet. We need this guy to go away. I love this land, by the way. So cool. It's gonna sack him. Alright. We could stop him from drawing. I wonder if that's kind of worth it. Probably not. Please don't have burst lightning, please. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. And let's get going. So what he is going to do is he is going to blow this guy up to kill my Sneakling. So I wonder if I just get the attack in. Might be worth it. I think it is. But either way, this Sneakling's dead, so I'm just going to attack. Regent's a good pick also. That's a good pickup. Dude, the Sneakling play with Flash into Annex is just so powerful, man. It's so good. So I think I fell into killing the Crafter, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's still what I'm gonna do. Ooh, that's actually so tempting. That is so tempting. That might even be correct, to Ego Drain and then hold up Exhale. Is that the move? Fel kills this guy, and then Fel can't really survive though, can he? Yeah. Man, I'm even kind of considering the like Regent, like just as a 4/4 on the board. I might do that. Yeah, I think it's either Regent or Fel. We could even just gain life with Fel. Is that like... That's not bad, right? Ah, sorry, man. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm gonna get this guy out. I think. And that might be the worst move because we don't have a sweeper now, but I don't know if I really want a sweeper. Like, we could have just killed both of these guys, but then the problem is our Sneakling dies. I, like, really don't want our Sneakling to die yet. He's got plenty of cards to discard as well. Maybe this wasn't correct. I'm not sure. What does this guy do? Okay, you choose one of those cards. That player exiles it. If an instant is this way, you may cast it for as long as you control this creature. Well, we're gonna kill the creature. We don't want to give him the 1 mana, so One, we would exile our land. We do, that's crap. We can't give him ego drain. So we literally, we can't, this sucks. This is actually sick. Yeah, I guess we just have to do this and not give him a land, right? Because if we let him play the land, well, I guess him playing the land, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we shouldn't have let him have ego drain. I think I misunderstood the, like, I read the card, understood it, and then misunderstood it and like overthought it. I forgot that he can only pick one. And now we don't have a way to kill him because we're gonna give him Fell. But we have Dispelling Exhale, so he's not gonna really be able to cast it. I'm actually surprised he took that. I thought he would take Ego Drain, because then he could have just gotten rid of Fell. I think he kind of messed up. And I wonder if he... see, I thought he would attack with the Stadium Headliner. And I forgot this guy had Death Touch. Yeah, playing the Regent was a mistake for sure. So, this low-key sucks. I think we need to do this. Submit 0. Ego Drain. And he doesn't have haste, so let's get rid of that. I feel like I'm playing this so horribly bad. That's okay though. It's no big deal. We'll get through it. Yeah, this card's a little insane, is it not? That's kind of an insane card. So, I mean, just playing the Regent earlier was like a massive mistake. We just should have held on to it. We also didn't need to get rid of this enchantment earlier because we could have just killed it. But I just didn't want him to get more goblins out. I think he's really messing up by not committing with his headliner and killing my Regent. Like, big time. So, I guess we explore, right? Because we want to get our vault token, but maybe not. I think we just do this. I think my opponent really could have had me there if he played correctly. Maybe he's still got me? I don't know. Another Annex is great. So yeah, I don't think we can lose at this point. Yeah, so I definitely feel like I could have played better. And I think the play earlier was just to... I mean, I would say sweep the board, but this guy just didn't do anything with the board. So maybe not. Him and I are both very confused about this match. Yeah, a lot of uncertainty in this one. It's a weird match. This card's really weird. I've never seen it before. I think no matter how you look at it, and you know, maybe I'm over focusing on it a little too much. But I feel like no matter how you look at it, I should not have ever played the Regent as a 4/4. But it just ended up paying off because this guy just didn't do anything with it. Yeah, if he had done that earlier, his life wouldn't be as... See, he needed to attack with it first. Yeah, he's... That's rough, man. That's rough. Yeah, him and I both, man. We, Battle of the Midwits. Alright, I will take this all day. Removal and, 2 Changelings with Dragonstorm? That is solid. Good lands. So we'll do our Dragon Storm. Yeah, we want a land, I think. That is another Changeling, and maybe we just keep our Changeling. Alright, let's... I don't want to wait. I actually just want to kill him now. We'll get rid of... we'll reveal him, and then we'll Sneakling on his turn. And do we just Dragon Storm and do another Sneakling? I think so. Hamlet's not terrible. Like, if he does have Abandoned Air Temple, it would be really nice, but I'm not gonna assume that. Like, I'm not gonna assume he draws it this early. Okay. He's gonna Sneakling the Dragon Storm. He's gonna Shelter by Go. I think he should take the Dragon Storm. My Sneakling can't do anything. Luckily we have Annex coming up. Okay, so I think he made a massive mistake here. Authority. We could have played our Sneakling before Authority if we wanted to, but yeah, that's probably would have been better. Who knows? Maybe it'll be relevant now. I don't know. So we could Changeling the Sheltered by Ghost, or we could Changeling like the Chomping Changeling. We could do that on the Authority. I think I want to do this Annex. That's just because if he does another Sheltered by Ghost, which we all know is coming. We all know it's coming. The second one is already there. If it's not there, it'll be there in 2 turns. And then we can Changeling that and get our Annex back. I think that's what I want to do. Wow. Yeah, I will gladly take a land. Are we struggling with any lands in particular? I guess we just go black? Green may have been better. But, I mean, we can just get our Wayfinder. It'll be fine. Or we can do this. So, green... Do we get our big demon dude out? Or probably not, right? We just Dragon Storm. See what's going on here. That's not bad. Changeling's not bad. Maybe we just... Oh, we don't want a Wayfinder, because then we will mess up our Exhale. So now we kind of have to commit to just, I think, holding up the Sneakling. We really want to use this guy on a, once he gets rid of our Annex, I think. Okay, maybe that was a little silly, in hindsight. I probably should have put the Sneakling down. But, we'll see. This does allow us to hold up Exhale. Don't want to use it just yet. We might use it right now. Or we can wait. He's probably got something, right? To defend this guy. No? Okay, cool. Now let's get this thing back. Yeah, I'm not complaining. And we're just vibing. Man, so I just recently learned Soulstone Sanctuary has the all creature types. I loved this card for like a year almost now, and I just learned that. I probably learned it at some point and just forgot about it. So let's get our Dragon Storm back. Dragonstorm again. Yeah, that all sounds pretty good. We don't have anything to do. I mean, I guess we just bring this stuff out. Now, if he does end up... I kind of forgot that we were going to draw Exhale. I probably should have just held it up and just slowed it down. We don't need to rush this thing right now. We need to make sure we remove the stuff when it... Because, like, if he gets a Pride Mate right now, there is a chance that it spirals out of control, and it'll be our fault. And I've lost, like, 3 games earlier because of greediness like this. I've been way too greedy with this deck. I need to... So this is definitely going to be a Pride Mate turn, and he's going to get... he's going to bring it up to 4, which means it's our Exhale can't deal with it. So this is a big problem. I'm assuming Pride Mate's coming. Really? Okay. So we got extremely lucky just now. Like, extremely, extremely lucky. We can use the Wayfinder. Get the island. The Island. And I think we're still good to go. We can still hold up Exhale, both Exhales. Another Exhale on the way, why not? We'll keep it. Yeah, the fact he hasn't drawn another Pride Mate or Sheltered by Ghost is extremely fortunate for us. So this is where we Dispelling Exhale. And we Behold. Man, that is so broken. And he can come out. I think we just kill him now. Maybe killing the Halia would be better. Yeah, because now he gets a card. A little bit of a mistake, I think. I think we could just block the... is this legendary? They're both legendary. We could block this, because it'll kill it, right? And then he doesn't get the effect? Yeah, nice. Okay. Guess we can just attack. Hold up a Sneakling and an Exhale. Wow, okay. So, I mean, the opponent got pretty unlucky, I think. Like, this was kind of a mandated loss for them. That sucks. It really sucks. I've had a few of my own mandated losses, but honestly, I've been getting so greedy. Yeah, and now we counter it. I'm sorry, opponent. This is so broken. Good game. Not having black kind of sucks, like, majorly. But maybe we'll be able to get away with it. Because it just means that we can't use our Dragonstorm or Annex even if we get it. That's great news. Okay. So maybe FOMO coming out next. Is this like a mono red deck? That could be kind of cool. I wonder if we just Changeling. When you do, so he discards the Phoenix. If this is a mono red version of this, I would respect that so much. Kind of unfortunate that he exiled that. Okay, Shock. And then a Goblino. Do we need to discard up to 2 cards? This is going to be power 4. He'll get around my counter spell with the Flamewake Phoenix. Put 1/1 counter. I actually don't know if we can allow this to go. Yeah, I don't think we can allow that to happen. I know it might seem a little weird, but like we could get seriously screwed over. Do we go Explorer here? It's really slow, but honestly, it's probably best if we do that. Just as a 1/1 blocker that did something. And then Sneakling can come in later on. If he has to spend a card to get rid of the Explorer, it's already done enough. Because it's just a 1/1. We don't want to have a shot go up against our Sneakling. So there's his land, and then now he will be able to... I guess it's not at it's at the beginning of combat, right? For the Phoenix, we'll see. If he can get the Phoenix out this turn, that'd be so cool. So that's Trample. And then now we are mandated to get rid of that. I guess it's better to take one. Let's destroy this dude.
Will not be told. This is mercy.
So he'll probably kill Dalian, but we literally had to do that. We had no choice. I'm going up against so many more creature decks playing this deck. I guess there's a good mix though. There's like a good mix of like Jeskai thrown in there as well. And then I fought Azorius Tempo earlier. Still can't win. Can't win for crap, dude. So... enters... It's only the first time. So we're gonna be fine. Oh, it's you actually don't discard when you attack. That's great to know. Okay, let's gain life. Let's do our thing here with Dragonstorm. Get rid of these. We could double block with Sneakling. I doubt that's gonna work though. I highly doubt that'll work. Maybe we should have, because if we did, that means our Fel can keep getting loyalty counters. There we go. Shouldn't he have shocked earlier? Maybe he's got another shock. Just getting some life. We could... let's do the Dragonstorm first. Get rid of these lands. And I think we'll just keep our Changeling around. So yeah, this is a mono red version of the discard deck. That I kind of appreciate that. Okay, a little unlucky. But he got his value. I think we need to double block. Alright, Dragonstorm. Yeah, I'll take that. Into... yeah, I guess another Dragonstorm. Bitter Triumph sounds pretty good, actually. Just so we can delete the, okay, this guy. Might want to delete this guy. Yeah, he will discard on his upkeep, so yeah, we definitely want to kill this thing. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like this. Honestly, this is cool, dude. This is cool. It's definitely, like, objectively weaker than going Rakdos. But it's cool, dude. It's cool. So we are going to just pay life. And we got nothing else to do, so... Now, our land would not activate our Dragon Storm, I think, right? So, yeah, because it's not entering. Good game. Really nice try from the opponent. Going mono red with that, it's a... I wish it was possible, right? I wish mono red had something going on right now in the meta, but it really doesn't. Like, every quote-unquote mono red deck you see is just an Izzet deck. Like, it's so ridiculous. Okay, go ahead and get our swamp out, you know, and do our exhale, you know. So like, this isn't a great starting hand, but I think exhale and sneakling are definitely justifiably keeps. Strategic Betrayal is awesome as well. Let's get our blue online. 3 colors at least. What's this, Abzan? Yeah. So Death Touch. I guess we can just throw our Sneakling in, right? Do that. And just hang out. I don't care that much about 2 damage. I want to see if he's going to target it with something, because I think he will, right? It's either going to maybe want to fight. Get like a fighting card in. Okay. So let's behold my dude. And then we will Strat Betrayal. Do I pay an additional one? I think I'm going to pay here just in case he does kill my Sneakling and then put down something. I want to make sure that I can exhale and then Dalian Fell a zombie. Okay, when a creature you control dies, do stuff. The stun counter. Okay. First strike. I'm not too worried about that. Let's do that. Do this. I think we could just gain life and threaten the ultimate. Hang out so we can make sure we get the ultimate. We really should draw. I think that was a mistake, but it's already been done, so maybe we should we draw now? Or should we go for ultimate? I guess it depends what we get. Yeah, this was a big mistake. We needed to draw. Because if he Bitter Triumphs, we did nothing. And we have a land. Okay. Alright, no Bitter Triumph. That's great. So, we absolutely need to draw. Or do we destroy this guy? I think we probably draw. Freaking just beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. Alright, what you got going on there? Get rid of that. Do we look scary? I think we just put it down because we do want to get our Demon online at some point. Can't block this. Okay, we can block this guy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little rough, but we do need to keep our Sneakling alive. Let's... I don't even know what we would turn off with Hamlet yet, so I'm not going to use it. I think we just get this guy down. Yeah, we just need to put this down for Bitter. And let's turn off, like, a Cottage. I think a Cottage is most likely, right? And let's keep our dude alive for now.
The right spell turns poison to medicine.
Alright, good game. Alright, I'm gonna give the Thrumming Hivepools a shot. Let's see how that goes. So this might be like Blue Crab with that elemental dude. Don't think we're gonna need Caustic Exhale, right? How much is the crab? It's like, is it 7 mana total. So right now it's at 5? Or is it 6? It might be at 4. I can't remember. Okay, we can just chill. Wow, no instant speed there. That's nuts. So, I guess we just wait for his crab to, like, show up. Number of islands you control. I actually think I would like to counter that thing, right? Put a flood counter. First instance, okay. One less. So he wants to cast another one at this point, right? Which means he could actually protect this thing, I think. Or am I wrong about that? We do not need to reveal that. But he could counterspell our Strategic Betrayal, I think. If I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. I think we made the right play. A very slow hand. Actually, this hand would have been so good for what I was facing yesterday, but against this guy, it's not fantastic. Hopefully we can get an annex at some point. Let's do this. Let's go here. Caustic Exhale, and then we do another Caustic Exhale. Maybe we'll get a counterspell out of him. Okay. I think he still gets the flood counter. So that's not amazing. Dude. I don't see how we win whenever we're drawing like this, man. And we probably can't play this, but let's find out, I guess. Alright, Strategic Betrayal. And then Dalian Fell, if that doesn't work out. He might have a negate. Spell Snare. Return, okay.
Sit down. I'll handle this. This will only
Probably should have just drawn with that. But I don't know, I like having the loyalty counters on him so I can just kill stuff. So he can cast a 3 steps ahead now. Bounce my Fell, maybe. He's probably going to return him, I would think, right? Because then he could get like another counter, which would be really good for him. Create a token. Oh my god. Man, the fact that we just didn't get annex or any... We just have no pressure the entire game, sadly. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, he kept the wrong one. Okay. Well, unfortunate. Wait, he's supposed to keep the other one. Oh my god, that is so funny. Well, we have a way in. Maybe we could win. Oh my gosh, can we get that? I'll take it. I'll take it. So... there is a world where he still manages to hit us with the crab if we don't... Like Dalian Fell right now is really good. So I want to keep Dalian alive. Because he could bounce a lot of our stuff and whatnot. So he's going to bounce... he's going to tap these guys. And then we've basically just got to, like, hang out. I think we bring this guy out. Submit 0. Imagine that was like a forced destroy. That would be so sad. I would have cried. So we're just going to hang out, I think. And Oh, wait a minute. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. It's in the morning, guys. It's in the morning. It's in the morning. Good game. It didn't matter. Alright, GG. I actually am shocked we beat that. I think we both had, like, bad draws.